In this video, we are going to learn about quantitization. And quantitization is simply the process of correcting the timing of your performance. So generally, as humans, we make a few mistakes while we are playing to that tempo. And we can view those mistakes by simply double-clicking on your pattern. Again, distinguish between your track and your pattern. So double click on the pattern to open up our piano roll and then make it full screen. So I want us to zoom in using Control and our mouse wheel. Let's zoom in on a note like this one. So wherever you place your mouse, that is where the computer is going to zoom in. If you look at this note, it seems it should have been played on this line because the tempo that we have here has been subdivided into these beats and bars. So we had 1 bar, 2 bars, 3 bars, and then 4 bars. But within 1 bar, you notice that we have another 4 subdivisions and we have some lines here. Those lines are called beats, or those sections are simply called beats. So 1 bar actually has 4 beats, and it seems we are playing along that beat. If you look at our kick, it is generally on that line where we have that beat. So if you zoom in on any of this, you'll notice small mistakes. This one should have landed exactly on 2. This one should have landed here, but you notice that I played it later. And then even the first note here was not played exactly at the start. So we have to do what we call quantitization using the following functions. The first one is the time. We are going to set this to line. Just set it to line. And then our shortcut for quantitizing this is going to be Control Q or Shift Q. Those two methods do very different things, and we are going to start with the window that we have here. The first thing I want you to do is press Control on your keyboard and then Fit to Window by pressing right mouse. So that is Control and right mouse. Hold down Control and then right click on your window so that your computer knows that this is the area it is supposed to quantize. And then to our shortcuts, Control and Q. Q for quantitization. Look at that. So let me undo again and then let me quantize. Control and Q. You notice some movement. So that is just quantitizing every note to land on our beats. It is landing on our beats. And if you actually zoom in on the area where you've placed your mouse, you will notice that these ones are exactly on the line. And then back to Fit to Window, Control and your right mouse to just fit the composition to the window. So that is one method that we can use. Our other method was Shift and Q, and it works the same way. For this type of MIDI data, you can still use it. So Shift and Q will do the same thing for this instance. We are going to come and distinguish between which one works for what type of MIDI data and which one works for the other. But for this one, Control and Q or Shift or Q will work. Now let us turn off record. You can use R on your keyboard to just turn off record. So R is our shortcut for record. So let's listen to this. Everything is moving in sync with our beat. And before you get bored that we've not added any other instrument, I want us to finish up on this one. So let us jump to the next video where we talk about velocity. I will see you in the next video.